Welcome back. I had a little bit of inspiration for redoing a dorm, so I figured we would come over here to Brichester and do a quick speed build. The first thing I'm going to do is empty out this existing dorm. I'm not really going to change the shape of the building or anything. I'm going to leave that as it is, but we are going to do some touching up on the outside, just a little smidge, and then totally redoing the inside. And I wanted to use as many Discover University items as I could. Just, as a principal, it's a dorm, and I wanted to use those, but of course I used other objects as well. But majority, we're going with Discover University theme, and also this like older, more traditional, I guess. I don't know. Like Foxbury is very like modern tech, metal, glass, whereas Brichester is the more traditional vibes, I guess. But of course, the actual dorm rooms themselves have typical university furniture because, you know, um, they change out the beds and the desks and stuff for generic IKEA looking things. But the first thing I did was add in the elevator, the trash chute, the mailbox. I kind of wish that I could change the where that was on the wall, but it wouldn't let me. So we're just leaving it at that. And then looking into some different wallpapers. So I am going to use the stone for like the bathrooms and things in the kitchen area, but use the wallpaper for the other places. And then this same door and window combination here, I wanted to only have one door that leads outside. That's by the kind of sitting lounging area, whereas on the other side there will be a kitchenette with, obviously no stove. You can't have a stove in a dorm building. And then we're going to look into carpeting. I just kind of wanted to make it a little lighter. I felt like that carpet was really dark and it kind of made the space look darker. So we're going to go with this tile in the kitchen area in the bathrooms. And so the way that this is organized is that there is two suites on this floor. So it's two suites of a double and a single, and they each have their own bathroom. So I did put bathrooms here, but just as like a guest community open bathroom. So like whoever's on the floor can use this bathroom. Whereas if you actually lived on this floor, you would use the bathroom in your suite probably because it's your bathroom. And we are just going to try and find a mirror that goes with the sink. I always have trouble moving mirrors up on the walls, but so we used a full length mirror for behind that sink. And then just chose some lighting really quick and a plant for decoration. I wanted to also decorate the spaces with different themes. So, like, one area is going to have, kind of more torn up, beat up posters that like students would have put up. And then areas like this right here is going to have more things that the school would put up. So, like, fancy signage and pictures of the school and stuff like that. So, that is what is going to be on this side. I wanted to kind of put some kind of bulletin board up, but I didn't feel like they really matched. So I decided not to do that. And here's where we're going to go with the signage. I actually do change that poster over on the other side. I had to remember which mascot was for Foxbury and which mascot was for Brichester. But we are the dragon. Brichester is the dragon lizard thing, whatever that is. It's not the lobster. And we are just changing. I wanted to use a soccer poster, but I felt like it blended into the wall too much. So we chose that one. Or I guess it's not a poster, it's more like a banner, a flag, I guess. And then we're going into the kitchen with some generic looking counters. And they are, this kind of sandy brown color, tannish. I wanted to keep the color scheme pretty like brown, not like super, super bright. I mean, obviously in the dorm rooms, things would look a little more colorful, a little more personalized, but not in the common areas. And we're just working on the kitchen area right now. I'm going to put an island there and then a couple of fridges and a sink. a fire alarm because you know what? Even though you don't have stoves, you can still set off the fire alarm with a microwave or with whatever. I mean, I think, no, my common room in college had a stove actually in the common area. You couldn't have one like, I mean, obviously you didn't have one in your dorm room, but there was one in the common area. So we did have fire alarms and stuff for if anybody was making something and set them off, as is known to happen in a dorm. But I am just going to put some stuff on these walls over here. This is where more of the student posters are, where people would put up this kind of stuff. It's like the Foxberry Stinks poster and music stuff, and just kind of that aesthetic where you have kids putting these up on the walls instead of the school framing them and putting them on the walls all fancy. Then over here is going to be just a quick little sitting area that, if people want to come and hang out on the balcony, nothing too exciting. Definitely not a huge hangout space, but I couldn't figure out what to add over there, so I just decided not to. If students wanted to hang out there, they could always bring their own folding chairs, but there are a couple out there for right now. And I'm just going to create a seating area inside the door here where hopefully, when students cook things, they'll leave them there. That's the good thing about dorm living is someone already cooks and leaves stuff there, or at least in The Sims. People, well, people left out food every once in a while in my dorm, like if they ordered a pizza for like a group and then they didn't finish it or something, but it wasn't usually it's not like it is in The Sims where everybody's always bringing over food. And then a fireplace with some bookshelves and another little seating area. Then I wanted to put up the walls because I was thinking about, how much space we had in the rest of the common area before I moved on. So that is the little debate area. I'm just putting a couple chairs for anyone who wants to watch the debate. And then fixing the wallpaper. And then we are going to add a little dining area over here, or just like a little hangout space, like people can sit there, do their homework, whatever. And we are just going to decorate a little bit with the doors here. Have to make sure that they're facing the right direction, but just lining everything up. And then we are going to add a couple of more wall decorative items and a keg standing place, keg thing. I don't know. Anyway, that's the party area with the ping pong table. And then there's a little research area over here. Then we are going to go into the actual suites themselves. So there's one on each side and they're identical. I just copied and pasted. And they are going to have a double, which is on the left, and then a single is going to be on the right along with the bathroom. So that is how that is lined up. And then in the middle there is kind of a seating hangout area for you and your suite. And I actually made the mistake of copy and pasting the rooms while they were empty, which doesn't make any sense, I know. I don't know, I was thinking about not making them identical, but it's, not super necessary. It is a dorm room, so they're generic by nature. I did try to give the students that I imagined living in these dorm rooms some personality by giving the clutter items and the posters certain looks. So we are going to do that, but just ignore me copy and pasting the rooms. I'm going to have to copy and paste them again later anyway, once they're full. And then we are going to head into actually furnishing the rooms. So that is good. That is the single and the double. Yeah, this is the part where I decided I wasn't going to duplicate everything. So we're going into the double first. And it is actually going to be shared by two students who have very different tastes, except for the fact that they have a lot of school spirit. So they both have beds that have the school logo on them, and then, everybody gets a desk, everybody gets a chair. And the student on the left is going to be very artsy, very messy, very um, cluttered, and the student on the right is going to be very academic, very organized, very studious. So that is what I was going with here. I'm aware that I'm stereotyping, but I don't really care. So here is just popping some things into the common area as well, just a coffee table and a couch. But we are decorating the room here. We get a Brainiacs poster for the, um, yeah, I guess the Brainiac student. I don't know what to call it. And then I am just going to pop a bed into this room. This room is going to be the single, and it will have a little bit more of a sporty vibe. So there's going to be the bike, the soccer ball, some sports posters, that kind of thing, along with the usual with the bed and desk. So just putting in the furniture, and then yes, some posters, a soccer poster I've been dying to use, and then a closet is going to go in that 4 tile space over there. But just going to put in some carpets, and these two roommates are going to kind of have a little conflict over the carpeting situation. But we are then moving into this area, and they're going to have a bulletin board in there, just like maybe they delegate who cleans the bathroom when, because nobody cleans your dorm room for you. You clean your whole suite. So maybe they'll delegate there. And then just putting in the closet, and then some decorations. So I was going to put some books on that desk at first, but I thought that the book pile was a little messy for what I was going for, so I did end up finding a neater stack of books to put right there. And then just some little jars and things, along with some more clutter items on the other side as well. I love that floor cluttering for like kids' rooms and messy sim rooms. So then a backpack, just a lot of clutter items, really. And then we are also going to put some clutter items in the common area. I wanted it to look really lived in, I guess. Like you just accumulate stuff, you're living there and you just accumulate stuff. So like one sim has, you know, too much to drink and then steals a bowling pin from the bowling alley and brings it home and now it's on the coffee table, that kind of thing. And then a TV in the room, also a mini fridge. And then here is the bathroom. I was thinking about how to um, organize the bathroom, but I do move the door back to the center tile, like the center in between the two tiles in a second. We're going to use the same uh, the same sink, but the mirror with the light backing, and then just a couple of other clutter items. They're going to need to be able to clean up their own space. And then a carpet. And that will pretty much wrap things up. I'm just going to copy and paste everything over to the other side. It's just going to be the same. And that is what we have going for us. So it does have everything you need for a dorm, and everything works, and the Sims can live there. I mean, I don't know if I'd choose the messy side if I had my Sims living there, but here are some screenshots. I couldn't go into live mode because I didn't have a sim to move into the dorms, but I just took some pictures in build mode, and these are the screenshots. So here's the little sitting party area, the kitchenette, the debate area, the dining area is coming up right here. And that is pretty much it for this build. We'll just show the rooms really quick, and I hope you enjoyed it. It is in the gallery, so give it a download, and I will catch you guys next time.